Hello and welcome to the PC gaming show Most Wanted, powered by Intel. I'm your host, Frankie Ward, streaming to you from the Churchill War Rooms, London's underground government command bunker built back in World War II. But why the fortified venue? Well, today we are doing the world's most dangerous work, putting numbers on video games. Maybe you've noticed there are a lot of video games lately. That's why over the next hour and a half of previews and exclusive reveals, we'll be counting down the definitive ranking of unreleased PC games as selected by the Council, PC Gamer's own hand-picked panel of more than 70 industry experts.
Who's this?
We've tasked legendary game developers, accessibility experts, game critics, and content creators with choosing which games of tomorrow deserve your attention today. We tallied up those votes to build the Most Wanted, the top 25 upcoming PC games chosen by the finest minds in video games.
Oh yeah, that's
But
right.
we didn't
S-Fan's in
stop
this.
there. We traveled around the world to meet with developers in their studios, gathering
I remember he
first-hand
told me
info
about
from
this.
the minds behind the games we want most.
He's part of
We'll
the
be airing those
Illuminati.
interviews throughout the show. And that's not all. This entire show is a showcase of games we think you'll be talking about in the near future.
Okay, good.
We'll also highlight games on the PC Gaming Show wishlist, bringing you even more reveals and new trailers. Let's kick things off with the number 25 game on the Most Wanted list, Still Wakes the Deep. I mean,
What's
what
this?
better setting for our first game than a collapsing oil rig off the Scottish coast haunted by an otherworldly monster?
Oh, I think I've seen this
This
before.
psychological horror game features 0 weapons, but I'm sure the protagonist will be totally fine. From the Chinese Room, the studio behind Dear Esther and Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, this is one of only 2 horror games in our countdown.
Let's see it.
Number 25. Still Wakes the Deep.
The dev is literally called the Chinese Room. I mean, that's not what I would have. I mean, I almost feel like it's fucked up to even
PC
say
Gaming
that.
Show. My name's Jason Graves, and I'm super excited to be able to officially announce that I'm the music composer for Chinese Room's Still Wakes the Deep.
So we'll
The
turn off
Chinese
the
Room
ringing.
has a
then.
history of incredible music in their games, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
We knew very quickly that we wanted to work with Jason because we're not only doing scary music, we're not only trying to scare the player, there's other emotions we're also trying to evoke. So we needed someone who could walk that very fine line that we're trying to achieve. Yeah.
I can be
Okay.
scary all day, and that's fun. But what really makes it fun, I think, is that combination of emotional and scary, because one sort of feeds the other. And the setting of the rig in the middle of the ocean felt like the score needed to be sort of smaller and dialed in. We sort of split the sounds of the score in half. And one half of the score, we've got live strings and live woodwinds. You can't replace live players. These players are fantastic. And it's about the emotion and the humanity. The other half of the score is a synthesizer.
What the fuck is that?
An actual sound sculpture that was built
What?
specifically for the score.
What?
I've got a friend who literally is a metal artist, and he ended up creating a sculpture which he affectionately named the Rig. Every surface of it can be tapped, bowed, scraped, or rubbed, and it makes all these different sounds. And they are about as non-human and non-emotionally tender or sensitive as you can get. It's the opposite end of the spectrum.
It's an emotionally complex game, and I think the music is able to reflect this with the use of these several different families of instruments.
That's cool.
And this game, I think, is going to be another fantastic entry in the Chinese Room catalog.
Full documentary. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty interesting. I don't know if I've never played a horror game. I've literally never played a horror game.
Our list of most wanted games on PC was voted for by a hand-picked panel of more than 70 industry experts we inducted into a not-so-secret society called the Council. Let's hear from some of them.
It is I, Miss Mika, the Bane of Millennia. I am a member of the Council.
My name is Marina Hallikainen. I'm from Colossal Order.
My name is Chris Barassa. I'm the creative director at Red Hook Studios. I'm here to reveal that in addition to being a little sunburnt, I'm a member of the Council.
I voted strongly for Tiny Glade in Dragon's Dogma 2.
Hey, I'm
Smart.
Jessica
I like
Klein
her.
from Blackbird Interactive, and I'm one of the voters who helped select the games in the PC gaming show Most Wanted.
Hello, my name is Esfand, and I'm a member of the council.
And who is on this mysterious council? It could be anyone. Even Sid Meier.
I got a
Good one.
Illuminati-style cloak to prove it.
I like how they just get progressively stupider as it goes on, you know?
Number 24, Sword of the Sea.
What's this?
Games have a special capacity for movement, for empowering us to move in ways that are graceful or athletic or physically impossible. In this game's case, you're hoverboarding across magical, otherworldly terrain. And if anyone can turn gliding on a magic sword into an experience of meditative wonder, it's the visual and musical artists behind Abzu and Journey.
Damn.
Dwarf Fortress is a PC classic, famous
No
as a
way.
factory of unforgettable stories.
They're gonna show
After
Dwarf
releasing
Fortress?
way back in 2006, Dwarf Fortress finally migrated
Oh my
to Steam
God.
1 year ago. Soon, the masterpiece of sandbox simulation is expanding even further with a revival of its celebrated roguelike game mode. Fresh from the mountain homes, here's an exclusive first look at the return of Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode.
Okay, let's see it.
Hi, this is Tarn and Zach, the creators of Dwarf Fortress.
Oh my
Here we're in this
God.
cool fortress with the dwarf Vukar working on an artifact, and he's made Kasha Zunal a gold ring for his family. But now I'm going to retire this fort because I want to hold this ring in my own hand.
Remember, if this isn't appealing to you, you won't like this game.
I can make a character in adventure mode, anyone I want, even a whole party.
Yep.
Let's take this one. We can explore
It's an
sites,
autism game?
fight monsters,
Pretty close.
join a faction, or go off to an old fortress to steal our ring. I've arrived with my hippo friend. We're pretending we belong here, sneaking down into the darkness. And there's the workshop. Let's grab the ring.
Oh my God.
There's a huge map to explore. Adventure mode is a great way to experience the world of Dwarf Fortress.
I feel like this game is so
Dwarf
dumb,
Fortress's Adventure Mode will
but
venture
it's
forth in
they're
the
so
second quarter of
confident about it.
2024.
And there are some people
Next up
that
in our
love it.
countdown, we've got another great-looking independent game. Set in an eerie Polish town.
It's amazing.
In the
Well, that's what I
1990s.
mean.
Holston blends throwback pixel art, modern dynamic
very
lighting,
complicated,
and
I know.
mixed camera perspectives that caught the eye of our judges.
Okay. What's this?
Number 23, Holston.
Holston these nuts.
Tomuś, kochaneczku, pomóż kobiecie w potrzebie.
Ooh, shit's on fire. Why he shoot his legs? Oh, they put my refrigerator in the game. This is kind of cool. Okay. Ooh, is that an SSR, the Pope? I think this is a Polish game because everything looks misspelled. You found alcohol. Oh, good. It is? Hey, what can I say? Is this what it's like over there? Play the demo on Steam. That's kind of cool how you can change the perspectives. Okay. Well, that's cool. So you have to do like a little combo fighting these guys. Damn, bro, this guy cannot aim. Turn around. Wasn't there a guy behind you? Oh, that's it. Average Friday night. That game looked okay. It's like a European depression game about killing people and getting drunk. What's this? Is that your mount? He's too small. Oh. Gotcha, bitch. Wow. Now let's see the gameplay. Right. Okay. Oh, that's cool. You can kill them, right? Okay. This is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. This is okay. All right. That's nice. So it's yeah, it's Valheim made by
Explore a world
Pixar.
that evolution forgot in Under a Rock, launching in early access next summer. Up next, the clock ticks towards the dark hour once again.
Yeah.
February brings a long overdue reimagining for the game that found the magic mix of after-school extracurriculars and interdimensional dungeon crawls. In the 22 slot, here's a message from game producer Ryoto Nitsuma about the upcoming remake of Persona 3.
Persona? I never played Persona.
Number 22, Persona 3 Reload.
This is a turn-based game, right?
PC ゲーミングショーをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。ペルソナ3リロードプロデューサーの新妻亮太です。この度は数多くのタイトルからモーストウォンテッドゲームズに本作を選んでいただき誠にありがとうございます。皆さんの大きな期待を感じられてとても嬉しいとともに、その思いに応えられるようにしなければと開発一同身が引き締まる思いです。ペルソナシリーズのターニングポイントとなったペルソナ3から17年、今の P スタジオの手で装いを新たに生まれ変わったペルソナ3リロード、本作の登場キャラクターの一人天田健の紹介映像を先日公開しましたが、見ていただけましたでしょうか。まだ見られていない方のためにも本日はこちらを皆さんと一緒に見ていきたいと思います。ではどうぞ。
So, I decided to call this meeting to introduce him to the rest of the squad.
I'll try not to get in anyone's way.
Swallow will air this winter as a TV special.
Huh? Wow, a spin-off with Swallow as the main character. I gotta make sure I record that. Yeah, I watch it every week without fail. But this TV special is big news. Swallow doesn't usually make much of an impression, but there's a theory that he's actually stronger than Hawk. I heard that from a friend. I chose a long weapon so I can match the reach of an adult.
Here we go. Oh, I did that too when I was a kid, yeah.
Oh, I hit my shin again.
Oh, this is kind of funny.
There! Now's
Come on.
my cheats.
So this is like the Persona version of like Bahamut? Yeah.
いかがでしたか。シーズとして活躍する初等部の少年天田健、ぜひパーティーに入れて一緒に戦ってみてください。ペルソナ3リロードはこれまでにペルソナ3をプレイしたことのある方にも、初めてプレイする方にも自信を持ってより鮮明に描かれる感動をお届けいたします。ペルソナ3リロードは2024年2月2日に発売予定です。皆様に楽しんでいただけるようチーム一同頑張っていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。ありがとうございました。
Cool. Never played a single one of these. Okay. Okay. Unrailed. Well, that's cool. You can make your own levels. Oh, go kill him. Yeah, I don't know what to think about something like this.
Unrailed 2 steams into early access in 2024.
It's not for me, big dog. That's about where
We
I'm at,
continue
too.
our march through the most wanted with a game that's a truly handcrafted work of art. A stop-motion story of friendship on an alien seabed, featuring a lovingly sculpted ensemble of stranded weirdos.
Okay, here we go.
Let's take a look.
All right, what this gonna be?
Number 21. Harold Halibut.
Halibut's a fish.
Hi. More than 10 years ago, we started building tiny sets and puppets to make our game Harold Halibut.
Now, the wait is almost over.
So they had to make a video game and give the guy hair.
Learning about people
I see.
is a kind of adventure. A way of exploring lots of little worlds that exist within the Fedora.
Fedora. Wait,
Even if one of those little worlds looks barren and uninhabitable from the outside.
Yeah.
Usually when you make contact with it, you'll find plenty of life and laughter there.
Ooh.
Hello again, my alien fish bud.
Wait, what the fuck?
How are you doing? Too bad you can't tell me.
Slow bros. Wait, what the fuck?
Were you? I quite wondered if maybe you'd take Harold with you.
Me? To the cave?
Yes, to investigate the source of the particles.
Humans are so unpredictable and complicated. There is almost nothing to understand.
Please witness the future of Fedora.
I thought you said it wasn't a vote. It's not. I just happen to agree with them.
This is pretty unique.
Not a computer? You may commence stage D as discussed.
Yeah.
Something is afoot. Too many things that don't add up.
Uh-oh.
It all seems a bit fishy to me.
Damn. So I'm hitting somebody again. Oh shit. Wow.
By the way, he's saying he's a human.
That's actually.
Sands of Aura.
That's pretty impressive. That was pretty good.
RPG genre, and you can play
Yeah,
it
I'm gonna
today
be
on
honest. I thought that
Steam.
was pretty good. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is a real game. Okay, so you hit things. You spin around. Okay.
But we have also experienced
Yeah.
beauty.
Hold up.
Kindness, union, and ingenuity.
Oh, wow.
Yet there is much left to be discovered.
Oh, is this out? This is the first game I'll actually play.
Maybe together we'll find something here worth saving.
Yeah, this is the first one I actually play. Is it out? It's out, right?
Now let's see some more titles from Freedom Games.
Sands of Aura. Let me write that one down. Yeah, I really like that. That looks really good. Oh, this reminds me of the Alex Jones game. Yeah. This is a lot like the Alex Jones game. Battle iconic villains. Oh shit. You gotta have the voice lines, man. Oh, this is a game for girls. Oh, she's talking to George Washington. Wow. I guess after they get done playing Dragonflight, they can come and play this. Oh, okay, okay. Alright, here we go. Here we go, alright. Is this that Nightingale game? No, Lost Isle. Okay, so it's Rust. Right, so, okay, so it's Rust. Up to 200 people, okay.
Find out more about G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra, Echoes of the Plum Grove, and
Yeah, but what about
Lost Isle
this?
on the PC Gaming Show Steam page. Back to you, Frankie.
Kind of lukewarm on this one.
2023 has been one of the best years on record for RPGs.
Yeah.
With Baldur's Gate 3 ushering in a renaissance for
And
classic
WoW.
role-playing, could there be a better time for a game set in a new universe from Ed Greenwood, creator of the Forgotten Realms? For a closer look at the upcoming RPG sandbox, we traveled to Montreal, Canada to speak with the developers of Unforetold Witchstone.
What's this game? Unforetold Witchstone.
Factions, empires, gods. They rise and they fall.
Right.
The actions of individuals set the course of history. And
Show me
you
the fucking gameplay.
are one of them.
Okay. CRPG with unparalleled freedom. Ooh. He got in the box. Cool.
How will you shape fate?
Yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess. I mean, I'm not really into those kinds of games, but good for him. What's this? Montreal.
I'm Malik Bukira. I'm co-founder of
What the
Spearhead
fuck? Is this like Unreal 5?
On the game side, do creative direction and design.
Oh my god.
The aspects of the tabletop experience of RPGs that we really want to bring, the freedom is a big aspect, and not just the freedom, the sense of agency with that world. Freedom alone.
So you
is
got,
cool.
he doesn't know
You
how to
can do
roll the dice.
different
You got to roll
things,
the dice
but
like
you
this.
want that world to respond.
You got to drop it
And
like
on
that.
Tabletop, you have
So
a
it'll
game
drop the
master,
way
you
you
have
want
other
it.
players. There's always
I
a
practiced this
response
for
to the
like
things you do. Freedom is
6
also
weeks,
about
6
creativity,
months.
feeling clever, feeling like you did
So I can try
things
and roll
your way.
dice in a
Like
certain way.
a tabletop RPG, players are more free to do stuff that they want to do, right?
Yeah, dropping dice,
in
yeah.
CRPGs, you'll see player being locked into certain
If
dialogue
it's a technique,
options.
I will.
We
If I ever
decided
play with
that,
dice
no,
with somebody, I'll
we
show you guys. I'm
want
probably
a
not as good
way
as I used
sort
to
of
be.
Philosophically, the player can construct their
I used to
own
get a 6 about
sentences.
half the time. Like a 20-sided dice is hard.
When it comes to dialogue, we added something that's really cool and unique, which we call the influence system. And it unlocks interacting with characters, talking to them at a really cool level. So you start by determining something you want from that character.
This looks
whether
like
it's
the
just follow you
Kickstarter version
around,
of
meet you
Baldur's Gate
somewhere,
3.
Attack someone, give you something they have in their inventory, or join you as a companion even if you want. And then you pick an approach. How do you want to go about that? You can go.
It's not a bad thing, really. I
sweet-talk
mean,
them, be charming about
just
it.
saying.
You can threaten them. You can blackmail them. You can argue with them logically if you have like a smart character. If you're a cleric, maybe you can convince them it's the right religious thing to do.
Turn-based combat is meant for
We
boomers.
decided on turn-based combat because, first of all, it is truer to the tabletop experience, but also,
True.
like our dialogue and a lot of the choices that you make in the game, we really want players to have the time to
think about
reflect,
them. Yeah.
sort of make the best tactical decisions, even in combat.
Yeah, sure.
You can find Unforetold Wheelstone on Steam. It's still in development, but you can wishlist it already and join the conversation about the game.
These aren't really my kind of... Oh, they have a cake? Maybe they're not so bad after all. I'm loving the RTX, yeah.
A world's worth of stories is ours to tell in Unforetold Witchstone, launching in early access on Steam on January 25th, 2024.
That's pretty soon.
What a moment RPGs are having, eh? You can add every game on our wishlist to your Steam wishlist by visiting the PC Gaming Show Steam page. Go to pcgamer.com/wishlist for a full list of every game in today's show.
Okay.
Up next on our most wanted list, you'll want to keep your blaster hand ready. In a galaxy of scoundrels, sometimes it pays to shoot first.
All right, let's see what it is. Is this like a Star Wars or some shit?
Number 20, Star Wars Outlaws.
What's this? Isn't it? Wait, didn't this game have like really good? I remember this game had good graphics, right? Or is this something else?
Hey there, I'm Ammunition. I'm a content creator, but if you couldn't tell, I'm also a huge Star Wars nerd. I'm really excited about Star Wars Outlaws.
Okay.
I have very high hopes for it because the Star Wars universe obviously is very cool. They're focusing on kind of more of the original trilogy era, which is very cool, but I'm also happy
The one that people care about.
Not doing a Jedi or Force-sensitive thing, at least that's what it appears from the trailer, but rather just like a heist video game, which should be really cool.
So
And
it's
I
like
love
Star
seeing
Wars,
developers
but
lean into single-player games because not everything needs to be multiplayer, not everything needs to be online. I love single-player stories that are crafted to be just a really good experience from start to finish.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about it, and I hope that Star Wars Outlaws is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of this. I mean, I'm very like, it's whatever to me. Personally, that's what I think. It's kind of whatever. Wild Bastards. Okay, all right. I like this already. Okay.
My turn.
Okay, this looks good. All right. What the fuck?
Jackpot!
13 Renegade. What the fuck is this? From a galaxy that hates them. Oh shit.
I ain't digging no holes. My turn. What do you mean? Don't test me.
Hey, man!
It's roguelike shooter. What the fuck?
Engaged.
That's cool. Turn-based strategy.
Finally, a challenge.
Locked and loaded.
Ready for what's about to happen?
I love the style, man. The gameplay seems like a little bit tiresome, but I love the style, man. I think the style is great.
This space western roguelike hits high noon when Wild Bastards arrives on Steam in 2024.
Okay, cool.
Coming up on The Most Wanted, our exclusive
interesting,
on-location interviews with the development studios creating Path of Exile 2 and Homeworld 3. Plus, we're giving away a custom-built Intel PC. You like computers, don't you? Stay tuned for your chance to win. Let's continue our countdown, shall we?
Let's do it.
We have all heard that devils may cry. But do they kickflip? From Devolver Digital, a dreamlike game of diabolical skating.
Number 19, Skate Story. We got our first glimpse of Skate Story way back in 2020, leaving us with fevered visions of a demon with glass skin, a skateboard, and a quest to swallow the moon. Pairing a vivid afterlife realm with the acrobatic and dangerous play of skateboarding seems like the perfect thematic match. Our most wanted experts are desperate to land an unholy heel flip in the underworld.
I mean, I probably would play that if I was like 14. Especially, those are the kind of games that have like really good music too.
Pirates have two great weaknesses: scurvy and poor infrastructure. But in this up-and-coming city builder, the true pirate utopia is yours to build, ensuring the golden age of piracy lives on. Coming in 2024, here's the world premiere, Republic of Pirates, Ireland.
Let's see it. So it's like a pirate civilization. That's cool. Can you make like, you have like wars and shit though? Or is it just a bunch of, bro, that just looks like a subdivision. Cool. This looks like it plays like trash. Like, you see how like the... Yeah, it doesn't look like it plays well at all. Oh. So it's like Cyberpunk, but like they don't have like a lot of money to make the game. Okay. You're so cynical today? No, I'm not. How am I cynical?
Find DataJack 2020
I've been
on the
super
PC
fair
Gaming
with
Show
every
Steam
game.
page at pcgamer.com/wishlist. The most wanted
I'm the
continues
fairest
with the
there
first
ever is.
strategy game selected by our panel of judges. Menace is coming to us from Hooded Horse, a specialty strategy publisher, and Overhype Studios, the folks who made the gritty tactical medieval game Battle Brothers. Now they're trading low fantasy for the far future in their first 3D game. Get ready to give those aliens hell, but not too quickly, as this is a turn-based game.
Okay.
Number 18, Menace.
Well, that's kind of cool. Battle Lot? Okay. 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 Is this like Warhammer? Damn, he just blew him the fuck up, huh? That one looks okay. Yeah, it's decent enough. What's this? Okay. Looks like it plays well, okay. There's birds in it, that's always good. Wait, you can make her wear a Burger King crown? Okay. Not too bad. It's okay.
The world as we know it is dead.
Uh-oh.
But with every death, new life blossoms. A life crying out into the void, fighting for its survival tooth and nail. A life that adapts, overcomes, and continues to rise.
I like this. This is cool.
And all. Life that learns to idolize and worship, sacrifice and maim, wage war and destruction.
Uh-oh.
A life that burns so bright it may set the world ablaze.
Damn.
And you decide if its survival is in the cards.
I'm gonna be honest, like any turn-based or card-based game, I'm not gonna be interested in.
One of our favorite studios, Obsidian, is expanding
that's just all
Pillars
there
of
is to it.
Eternity into a first-person RPG called Avowed. One of the things that intrigues us about Avowed is that it specifically isn't setting out to put you in a sprawling sandbox, but something more concentrated, like the studio's recent sci-fi RPG, The Outer Worlds.
Let's see here.
And here's another curveball. The gameplay reveal trailer showed flintlock pistols. I'll say it again. We might be living in the best moment for RPGs.
Let's see it. This one better not be turn-based.
Number 17.
Avowed?
Avowed.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Avowed has me super excited because of the studio making it, Obsidian. From Fallout New Vegas to The Outer Worlds, they've shown us they know how to make an RPG that I'm gonna love. When I was watching the gameplay trailer, I was seeing all these flashy weapons and cool spells and these big dungeons, and I was thinking to myself, there's a little bit of Elder Scrolls in there, but with a Obsidian twist on it, as they always do. So I'm looking forward to probably crafting and big, beautiful storytelling, big set pieces, and a gorgeous, dangerous world to explore. And I'm going to sink my teeth into it.
Cool. Yeah, that actually seems pretty decent.
Avowed, coming sometime next year.
All right.
Now, one of the cool things about PC games is that it's the platform for the eccentric and the experimental. This is the platform where unconventional games about hypnospace detectives or city builders on space wells are born, where Farming Simulator has its own esports scene. Our next game is in that same legacy of weirdness, but with plenty of interesting ideas underneath an art house exterior. Indica is a meditation on religion and authority.
What?
Following a nun's existential journey with the devil by her side. Let's see what kind of trouble the game's creators in Kazakhstan are getting into.
Kazakhstan? Oh, Borat!
Let me tell you about Indica. Who is she, you ask? Well, she's a nun. A rather plain one, if you ask me.
All right.
She prays a lot.
That's what they do.
Works hard. Really hard. Goodness. She even finds some time to chat with, what do you call it? Chot. Poor girl. Of all the boring places, why do you want to go to heaven?
This actually seems way better than a lot of the other ones I've seen. This is already compelling. This is cool. What the fuck? Yeah. I kind of like that.
Indica arrives on PC in early 2024.
I do, I like it.
Next, we've got a new game in a genre that continues to evolve and
It's
grow.
dumb as hell? Not to
the
me.
Extraction shooter.
I thought it was
Hort
great.
is a colourful comic-style PvPvE game where players deploy to a stylish island called Exile to battle lizardmen and fellow mercenaries for the treasures of a lost world. Now playable in early access on Steam, here's a fresh look at Hort.
What's this? Okay.
Let's get it. Go. someone in a million. Renegade, look at the score. Gonna make all my billions, but there's wolves at the door. This is what legends are made. This is what we made the grade. Gotta be number one. Snakes on my treble, the damage is shot. Man, it feels good to be bad. Ran all this way, so stay mad. Hey, this is my lifestyle. Yeah, I'm living in exile. Now my head's underwater. Bring me back to the light. It's too late to cash out, yeah, but I'm coming in hot. Life on the line, what's his mind? Last chance to fire my shot. Ow. Holy grail in the dark ages, pulling my strings. I'm the fire, I'm the spark, I'm turning into kings. Everybody's fighting for something, cause you don't get money for nothing. The chips are down, but you're not out yet. Go teach them a lesson they'll never forget. Trust someone in a million. Renegade, look at the score. It's too late to cash out, yeah, but I'm coming in hot. Life on the line, fortune is mine. Last chance to fire my shot.
Yeah, it's okay. Video's repetitive, yeah. It's alright. What's it? Oh shit. Oh, that's it? Fuck!
It is playable now in early access ahead of its full launch next year on PC and console. To claim free in-game
I was
items
excited
and
for a
premium
minute
currency, visit playhawk.com/rally today. Don't miss your chance. Make sure you drop into exile with a full loadout for the full release of Hawked coming in 2024. Next on the Most Wanted countdown, Dragon's Dogma devotees finally get their wish with a long-awaited sequel.
Ooh, they're gonna show new content?
Number 16. Dragon's Dogma 2. If you're hoping for a masterwork in open-world monster slaying, you can't go wrong with Capcom's RPG cult hit. Capcom has shown just how good it is at creating these mixed action and fantasy RPGs with recent entries in the Monster Hunter series. And Dragon's Dogma 2 looks to continue that trend. Fresh crop of climbable chimeras and a bounty of befriendable pawns. The endless chain stretches on in Dragon's Dogma 2.
With Dragon's Dogma 2, we're 10 games deep into the Most Wanted, and things are about to get a lot colder.
Okay.
In 2018, Frostpunk won wide praise as a chillingly bleak city builder.
What's this?
In a sequel set 30 years later, new factions arise as resurgent humanity faces its new greatest threat, itself. Let's hear from the game developer in Poland, 11-Bit Studios.
All right, let's see it. Frostpunk's good? I don't know what
Number
this is.
15.
I've never seen this before.
Frostpunk 2.
That looks cool.
We survived the storm. But it changed us.
That's cool.
Mere survival was no longer enough. We kept expanding. More and more people.
Yeah, this looks really cool.
Different futures.
I like this.
Conflicting futures.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Kuba Stokalski. And I'm Łukasz Juszczyk. We are both game directors responsible for Frostpunk 2, here at 11-Bit Studios.
What you've just seen is the first gameplay teaser of Frostpunk 2. And as you can clearly see, a lot has changed since the first game, especially the scale of our city.
But what remains the same is harsh post-apocalyptic atmosphere that hopefully will resonate with you once again.
Stay tuned for more, because the gameplay trailer for Frostpunk 2 is just around the corner.
Great. I kind of like that.
Topple the Crown's Tyranny in Valorite, coming to early access in December. Our next game rounds out a killer combo of high-profile fighting games that have hit PC in the last year. Ready?
Okay, let's see it.
Number 12, Tekken 8.
Isn't this already out? I'm pretty sure it is, right?
It's been more than 6 years since Tekken
No,
last
it's not?
entered the
Oh,
ring
okay.
on PC, and we're more than ready
Like,
for
what's
a
the difference
rematch.
between like this and
With
Street
revised
Fighter?
Fighting mechanics going all in on aggression and 32 characters to try before you settle on the guy with the leopard head. Tekken 8
A lot?
weighs in right in the middle of our most wanted list.
We're moving forward in our rankings with a sequel to a Metroidvania favorite.
Okay, what's
We're
this?
talking, of course, about Hollow Knight Silksong.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
Frankie, I think you could use a little backup on this one.
Hi,
Okay.
Sean. How did you do that?
Well, you know, it's PC Gaming Show tradition to have us, like, orbiting in a space frigate or in an underground facility, so, you know, I just started calling around.
You video called a World War II bunker?
I did! My powers are great, and so is my excitement for Hollow Knight Silksong.
Okay, well, let's see it. Holy shit. Yeah, they're gonna have actual gameplay of this? People have been really
Number
excited
11,
about this for a while.
Hollow Knight Silksong.
Allow me to share 3 reasons
Okay.
why I'm excited for Hollow Knight Silksong. First, the graphics. I adore the original Hollow Knight art style, and they're giving me more, but elevating it with more detail and layering. 2,
Wow.
combat in motion. The original Hollow Knight somehow was able to blend super fast, snappy movement with slow, chunky Souls-like combat. And if
Yeah.
you look at the Silksong trailer, you're seeing all sorts of new moves that allow you to dance around your enemies and jump around the environment. It makes me really excited for the second-to-second experience.
That's
But
cool.
the third and the biggest reason is exploration. Team Cherry are masters of this. There would be a ledge in the original Hollow Knight, but when I finally was able to get there would be hours of content behind there, or new bosses, or
Yeah.
new enemies, or entirely new zones. And it's that exact combination of a beautiful game that's fun and second-to-second gameplay that rewards my exploration. Oh, I literally can't wait for Silksong.
That's the way I felt about Blasphemous whenever I played it. That looks pretty
Thanks
good.
for your Silksong expertise,
Wasn't a lot of
Sean.
gameplay, but it's
What
okay.
began as a spin-off expansion to Team Cherry's beloved Metroidvania is now one of our most sought-after sequels, assuming it leaves hiding someday. Before we move forward with more previews, we want your input, and we're offering a PC-sized reward. Follow the QR code on screen and complete our PC Gaming Show viewer survey, and you could win a custom-built AC Mirage gaming PC powered by an Intel Core i9-14900K CPU.
Yeah, no release
And
date
now,
yet.
a world premiere.
Okay, what's this?
2 people have been reported missing. A male and a female were last seen heading to the forest 2 days ago.
A teen has not been seen since September 24th. We had a chance to speak with the mother.
It's been 3 years since he's been missing.
There are a lot of rumors about the lake. Do you personally believe that there's something sinister hiding in there? No, of course not. People love ghost stories, but in the end, they're just stories. Just stories. Just stories. Just stories. Just stories.
All right, this is interesting. Where's the gameplay? Let's see it. Okay. Okay. Our Lady of the Drowned Lake. That's interesting. Yeah, it seems okay. Okay, we'll shoot the helicopter. Oh no, he's on your side. Okay. All right. Just you and the boys. Uh-huh. It's Freedom Simulator. Gotcha, bitch. I don't know what to think about a game like that. Is that like a game you're supposed to play in a squad? Or are those NPCs? Are there players? I don't know. A lot of questions I have from that.
Selected by our panel of industry experts as their top
Definitely
10
slow.
most wanted games. But first, a fresh look at the gun-fu gameplay of Spine.
Redline, as your combat AI, I have to warn you that pressing the wrong floor may lead to unexpected consequences.
Ooh.
Who the fuck are you?
Gotcha, bitch.
No elevator this time.
That's cool. Are these actual moves you can do, or is it just press X whenever you're next to them? Or press 3? That's kind of cool. That's alright.
Bringing cinematic action choreography, Spine is coming soon to PC. We're just minutes away from starting our top 10 countdown. And make sure
I'm
you
ready
stick
for
around
that.
all the way to the #1 game on our list to see some exclusive gameplay footage. But before that, here's a message from our friends at PC Game Pass.
There's different versions of Game Pass? I didn't even know that. Yeah, I had no idea. I think like 3? Is it like different games or what?
For its first post-Destiny release,
Cloud
Bungie's
gaming
taking
versus
a
normal?
walk back through time for our
Same
first
games?
entry
Okay.
in Most
PC or
Wanted top
console?
10.
Oh, okay.
Wielding 30 years of sharpened shooter design, the studio is busy carving a new extraction shooter from the series that paved the way for Halo.
Okay.
So far, we haven't seen much of Marathon, but its mix of rampant AIs, mysterious alien precursors, unknowable space entities, and high saturation clone firefights are more than enough to earn slot number 10. Here's a special message from the studio.
Wait, are we talking about Marathon? Hold up. Hold up. We
Number
are.
10.
Wow.
Marathon.
Okay, let's see it. Yeah, I really like this trailer. This trailer is fucking awesome.
Hello, I'm Christopher Barrett, franchise game director on Marathon. We're incredibly humbled by the reception Marathon has received since its announcement earlier this year.
Yeah, this looks awesome.
Being voted one of the most anticipated games on PC is an honor which absolutely motivates everyone on the project. The whole team's hard at work right now, building Bungie's take on the extraction shooter genre. And the next time you hear from us, we'll have a lot more to show, including gameplay. Thank you.
I genuinely cannot wait for that one. Right, let's keep things moving.
I'm
with
excited.
A couple more trailers.
That's crazy.
My creation has gone rogue.
What's this? So you build like levels?
Build it. I might die.
Where's the combat? It's okay. Ooh. Okay. All right. Damn. Like
the master architect.
I kind of like this. Yeah, this is pretty decent, I would say. Dude, I was worried it was going to be another one of those like turn-based bullshit games, but this actually is kind of interesting.
Welcome to Crashland.
What's this?
To explore a world filled with wonder,
Wow.
mystery, and some of these things.
Kill it. Kill it.
And slap them. Just slap it
Ooh.
all. Except these. Best to make a home for yourself, but not just yourself. After all, if you're gonna make it on this planet, you'll need all the help you can get.
Okay, so it's like No Man's Sky, but
Crashlands 2
it's like
drops
one-dimensional.
onto Steam in 2024. At number 9 on the most
Okay.
wanted is the product of a simple design philosophy. If you look hard enough, you can always find somewhere to put another skill tree, even if you end up making a
PoE.
second game in the process.
Oh, it's PoE.
Warm up that left mouse button because we're about to show you some Path of Exile 2.
I
We
fucking
traveled
knew it.
all the way
Yep,
to
there it
New Zealand
is.
to speak with the team, climbing the highest mountains to visit their studio in Auckland.
All right, let's see. Now we're excited.
Number 9, Path of Exile 2.
Ooh. Ooh. We gonna get any new gameplay? That'd be very exciting. I'll probably play the new League.
It seems the old ways still hold some power.
Yeah, everything about PoE 2 that I've seen so far has been pretty good. It's actually like impressively good. It's crazy to see those bosses and then play Diablo 4. Wait, this is the new graphics for the game? Wow. Bro, this is like PoE 3. Oh, that's like one of the Karui statues. Wait, you can have cars in the game? The Trial Master?
Path of Exile 2 is basically our next generation
Ultimatum
action RPG.
confirmed for
And
the
one
next
of the things
League.
we really wanted to make sure that we were doing with it
Oh, it's this
is
guy.
to make the action combat really, really excellent. We just want to
Yeah.
make sure that anyone playing the game, you can play it like an action game, feels fun to play. We've added things like dodge rolls and like hack canceling, things like this. And it just means that the game just feels a lot better than it previously did, as well as
Yeah.
everything else that you'd expect from a sequel to Path of Exile.
One thing in particular that sets Path of Exile apart is obviously the depth, but in the itemization systems, crafting systems, but also the sheer number of quantity of monsters, encounters. Like, we have over a decade of content that is going to be available in Path of Exile 2 as well.
I wonder how that's gonna work. I'm really
For Path of
curious.
Exile 2, we really
Ooh.
want to keep the mechanics
Is that
from Path of
a
Exile 1 that are great,
Atziri?
but we can now have the opportunity to rebuild them or restructure them in a way that
the
is
fuck?
easier to understand and much more accessible
Look at that.
for someone coming at it for the first time, and keep that depth there, either hidden away or much more natural to understand.
I think there's a big difference between depth and complexity. Path of Exile
True.
2 in some ways is less complicated than Path of Exile 1 because we've simplified the sort of technical complexity around doing things like the way you socket skills and things like that to make it easier to understand. But
Yeah,
at the same
this is-
time, we're making
yes.
sure that we keep all the depth in terms of character options and things that you can do. So everything is still there as far as like what can I do to build my character.
It's just
that
more
it is
intuitive.
easier to do so because you don't have to be worrying, for example, about when you're changing your items that you're going to break the way your skills are working and things like that. So I think that actually
This is huge.
new and regular players can tolerate a lot of depth. It's the complexity that we want to try and avoid.
I like how they're like, okay, we're gonna let
Dodge roll
people
actually
like.
came about because
We want people to
really
earn
wanted
it,
to be
you
able
know.
to find a way to having some skills that took
That's
longer
great.
to do than other skills. But the problem with that is that skills feel really terrible if you start them and then you can't get out of them. So we really needed a way to
True.
make that interruption be possible, and the dodge roll was a really great way to do it.
Like getting animation locked feels like
we actually
shit.
already had a philosophy for Path of Exile 2 boss design where we wanted to make sure that everything was dodgeable. But previously we were just doing that by running around. But I think the dodge roll has actually changed a lot of things, and especially because, now that you can expect a player to be able to do that, it means that we can have the expectation and the balance as well.
We've done fresh design on everything. We've taken some elements from PoE 1 in terms of monsters, specific monsters, and brought them over. And
You used to
because they
give
were
her
fun
your
to play,
cards.
Like, why not replicate something that is still fun to play? But of course, it's full fresh coat of paint. There are definitely new systems. I'd say a lot of the monsters are faster, for example, which is where dodge roll helps to come into play. We have secondary AI systems that allow the monsters to do skills while they were performing another skill.
Yeah.
Much like how a player can dodge roll to interrupt a skill, a monster can now do the same thing. We have a lot more monsters doing interactions with the environment. They'll interact with the world more, a lot more spawning from things.
Yeah,
a lot
coming out
more,
of tents and
like
shit.
in one of our areas, the Isle of Kin, we have monsters riding on top of another
Oh,
monster,
we watched
and
this.
then when they get close, they all jump off.
Yeah, that was
There's a lot of
badass.
design changes that have had to gone on to take into account the way that the new skill system works. So with something like the Mercenary now, we're developing how crossbows should work. We kind of really looked at that and thought, okay, how can we make crossbows just feel completely different than bows? You know, if you look at a shooter, it's like pistols and shotguns and things like that. Like, what about those makes them different from each other? And
Actually, looks really good.
It makes the whole experience just feel so different than what a bow feels like now. You know, you want that like pull the trigger and it instantly fires. You know, that kind of instant response type of thing. And I think that as we approach each different character class, we're thinking like, how can we make the skills here feel so different than every other class?
For a lot of the really unique skill sets like the crossbows, which are almost basically guns, there's a lot of work that's been done in other games to make those feel great that we had the opportunity to bring into Path of Exile.
I hope they make it to where you want to have more than one spell.
What works well in a shooter that can work well in an RPG if you do the work, get the animations right, get the timing right. We've done a lot of core system changes to make it so that it feels you've got as much control as
That's
you
what it
would
seems
in a
like, right?
shooter-focused game. There's a lot of what have other games done well that we can bring into Path of Exile that no ARPG is really built on because they don't have the crazy level of skill variety that we've ended up having.
So we've got a live stream later today where we're going to be showing off 2 of our character classes. We're really deep diving into the mechanics.
Oh my
and we're really
God.
excited to show that. So if you're interested to know more about Path of Exile 2, then tune into that later today.
Wow. Yeah, I'll have to watch that. I probably won't watch it live because Season of Discovery, but I'll probably watch it next couple of days. That's really cool.
Now, if you're anything like me, you leave your Christmas shopping to the absolute last second and then speedrun the entire thing in a single afternoon of guest checkouts and regret.
Yeah, that's what I do.
But what to buy the PC gamer in your life? Well, our good friends at Intel have a few ideas. Here's 5 of their favorite gaming deals this holiday season, all on offer now at Newegg.
I wonder how many people actually buy gaming laptops.
Our next game is a fun one. A blisteringly fast racer and a 1999 throwback you didn't know you needed. Racing into early access soon. This is Death Grip.
Because I feel like, yeah, you guys do? I never would. I have one, but I never really use it for that. What's this? Okay. Ooh, this is pod racing. All right. Okay. Okay. It's good. It's actually cool. Okay. Ooh. That's actually kind of cool, man. Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Now that's what I legally can't call pod racing. The whole reason we're here today is because, yes, there are an incredible amount of video games, and we want to help you decide which ones are the most deserving of attention. But if you're watching and wondering, hey, why isn't The Elder Scrolls 6 one of the most wanted games? Well, let me explain. Our voting process
was
for the
bad,
most
so
wanted
nobody's
list
excited anymore.
prioritizes games that are imminent and that we know lots of information about. The more confident we are in a game's release date, the more rewarded it is by our voting system. But still, there's a long list of high-profile games that have been in dark mode for years and years. While theoretically enormous, they're frustratingly absent from the public eye. So, just to give them at least a moment of acknowledgement, I'm going to see how many of these I can rattle through. Ready? The Elder Scrolls 6, Bioshock 4, which was announced 4 years ago, the eventual Cyberpunk 2077 sequel, The Witcher remake, Project 007 from the team that made Hitman that's probably going to be incredible, Dragon Age Dreadwolf. Come on, BioWare, let's see it. Death Stranding 2, Star Wars.
Oh yeah, that one was
the Tom Clancy
badass.
Splinter Cell remake. Oh, and that untitled Fallout-like RPG from New Blood Interactive. Arma 4, that League of Legends fighting game that looks really good.
Yeah, we
Wonder
saw some of
Woman
that.
game, the new Indiana Jones game from the folks that made Wolfenstein, Good and Evil 2, which has been in development for something like 15 years, the reboot of the Skate series, and Crisis 4. Crisis 4. Oh, while I catch my breath, let's see a couple of games that actually have gameplay footage.
Okay, so none of those games are gonna come out. Got it. I understand now.
Our world is in chaos.
Is this okay?
The gods and their armies of the dead seek to rule over everything we call home.
That's cool. I'm excited about this so far.
I'll be damned if I let that happen.
Damn, bro. Holy shit. That's alright.
Survivor. Soldier. God killer.
Let's see. All right, we're gonna see some boss combat. Let's go. Of course not. Okay. All right. Well, you know, it looks okay. It's decent enough. Forspoken too. I don't know.
Time for a word from our good friends at Mad Mushroom.
Oh yeah,
Mad Mushroom is a publishing company that is going to be a little different from other publishing companies.
Wait, are they going to put me in this?
Mad Mushroom gives us the opportunity to enter the games industry while at the same time elevating and amplifying the message of hundreds of indie developers.
You are literally working hand in hand
God, I remember recording
with
this.
influencers to figure out how to make your game as enjoyable as possible, not just to play, but also from a content viewing perspective.
If you're a developer and you're interested in us publishing your game, go to madmushroom.gg, check it out. We're
That's
very
smart. They
passionate
didn't put
and
me
we're
in
very
this.
excited about what we're doing here.
Oh yeah. There it is. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a big announcement on the video game
In a
awards
city
for
that never sleeps, innovators like Here in Short and the All Street New York City Collective remind us that with the right
Yeah, they
tools,
want to make money. Yeah,
like
it makes
the
sense.
Alienware laptop, the boundaries of art and technology can be pushed beyond our imagination. That's where Alienware's top-of-the-line computers come in. Introducing our real-life XP boost, the Alienware Power Boost Benefit. Scan our QR code or visit the site below to see how Alienware is undeniably stepping up the game.
Okay, cool. Islands of Insight, what's
In
this?
Islands of Insight, you awaken on a floating island as a seeker. Your goal is to
Okay.
explore a serene fantasy realm of ancient wonders and natural beauty.
We have to kill all the animals
solve
in it.
its mysterious puzzles,
Kill
and
everything.
unveil the secrets of the islands.
What are we gonna kill though?
We designed the world to be brimming with thousands of handcrafted puzzles, each of them carefully placed throughout the landscape. You might start off solving logic puzzles and then decide to search for hidden objects or go find some perspective or memory puzzles to take on. Designed by some of the best minds in puzzle design, our puzzles vary in difficulty and are thoughtfully crafted to be relaxing, challenging, and satisfying to solve for newcomers and seasoned puzzle fans.
Wait, was that
There is
Minesweeper?
no linear path in Islands of Insight. You choose where to go, which puzzles to solve, and in what order, all at your own pace. You can solve puzzle quests to unlock new areas in the campaign, or explore the main island, an expansive open world where most of the puzzles and secrets are found. Wander around the sublime landscapes on foot, or glide above them. Our shared world allows for seamless interactions and collaboration
Oh, that's
between
cool.
players.
That's awesome.
You can interact with others for a bit of
Oh, I
guidance.
like that.
Or you can play entirely on your own. This is your adventure.
That's kind of cool.
In today's fast-paced world, we hope Islands of Insight delivers a sublime escape for players looking to unwind. If you want to discover more, play our demo today on our Steam page.
I wonder if people play games like this.
In 1999, Homeworld brought
Maybe.
RTS space combat fully into 3 dimensions. Now, 20 years after Homeworld 2, it's a very different world for real-time strategy, and an excellent time for a comeback. From Blackbird Interactive, this is Homeworld 3.
All right, let's see it. Ooh.
Number 8, Homeworld 3.
First batch of bombers rolling off the line. Looking good.
This looks cool. Wait.
Homeworld 3 is a 3D strategy game that in
I don't
space,
think this is...
It's incredibly cinematically
I don't think this
compelling.
is a game.
When we were first starting up on Homeworld 3, we were thinking, what are some of the coolest spectacles you can think of in the universe that you would want to play in or around?
In essence, Homeworld 3 was really our original dream of Homeworld 2. The problem was, in the late 90s, early 2000s, the vision for Homeworld 3 was utterly impossible to make.
Yeah, massive coronal sun ejections, massive battles in asteroid fields.
Massive environments with these giant megaliths, you know, like gigantic Death Star-sized things that would create an interesting landscape for the player to move their units through. We had to wait 20 years before we could do that. So anyone who's interested in strategy or strategy-like games, we want to immerse basically anyone who loves science fiction.
For us, Homeworld 3 is a love letter to the fans of the franchise that have been with us over the last, 20, 22 years. And with Homeworld 3, we want to just continue that amazing feeling that you got from playing Homeworld 1 back in the day and give that to you again. You can play Homeworld 3 at the pace that you want to play. Tactical pause are going to allow you to actually just pause the game 100%. We have our classic controls, which you'll know and love from Homeworld 2. And then we have our modern control scheme. And that one is built around FPS controls that you know and love from the games that you've played before. So MOBA players, RTS players from other games will be able to quickly understand, okay, if I want to go somewhere, I just click on this element here. Cinematic combat is such a huge pillar to the franchise. We want you to be able to get in there, find the coolest camera angle, and enjoy the spectacle. For anybody who's never played a Homeworld game, they'll be able to get right into the action.
It's interesting.
We wanted choke points. We wanted interesting strategic decision-making for the player.
When engaging in combat, terrain will actually matter. We have tunnels where you can actually take your fighters and frigates through those things, and that will actually remove you from the enemy sensors, so you can ambush them. You can actually use a larger ship to take fire for another ship.
Oh, that's cool. It's like a tank.
So in Homeworld 3, we focused a lot on what wasn't already available for us within Unreal. We wanted to figure out the more distinct views that the game would have that separate Homeworld from any other game, which is mostly the skybox and the lighting to give that feel of being in space. When you go into a nebula, the ship understands how much coverage it has from that, which will affect the concept of fog of war in the game.
Yeah, I like the way this looks.
Persistent damage on the ships, and so then we focused on what that system would be like.
You'll see the history of your battles as you go through the whole campaign. Please wishlist and pre-order the game. We're super excited to have you.
At least it's a real-time game. That seems okay. It comes out pretty soon, too. It's decent.
A myth, a tale of a long-forgotten saint. For there was once an empty potential about to be birthed into existence. But the potential was greeted by short-sightedness. Although nigh honestly covetous, nor completely barren.
What is this?
It swallowed up everything that was given.
Is this what is this gameplay or is this just an acid trip?
As fit and proper, but never aware. Dictated from beyond.
Okay, this looks like a gameplay.
And idle hands. Uji's solidarity.
Okay, he just spawned a space turkey.
Blessed be she. Life is not given, but received. And her worth lies therein.
Wow. Ooh, gotcha, bitch. I feel like this game will hurt your eyes to play. Cool. You have soft eyes? I don't know. Like I feel like watching it for a bit is fine, but like playing that for a long term is like
little indie game called Stardew Valley, or maybe the hundreds of cozy life sims it inspired. Whilst its imitators are busy trying to rebottle the farm life lightning, Stardew's solo dev is leaving the barnyard behind. From two editors at PC Gamer, Lauren Morton and Molly Taylor, let's hear more about this highly anticipated follow-up.
Stardew Valley 2, and it's like Elden Ring.
Haunted Chocolatier.
Molly, you and I end up talking about cozy games on the PC Gamer Chatlog podcast quite a bit, which is why it's so exciting that its creator, Eric Baroni, is currently working on his next game, Haunted Chocolatier, where instead of us being on a farm, we're like running a chocolate shop instead, which sounds super exciting. We haven't seen a whole lot about Haunted Chocolatier yet. We've seen a brief trailer and we've seen some screenshots. We've seen like boss battles potentially. We've seen a bit of the new cozy town. We've seen some expanded combat over the Stardew Valley formula. So we're definitely anticipating hearing more about it as it continues development. So I'm really excited to see how Baroni is going to take that formula and evolve on it. And I have a pretty good feeling that Haunted Chocolatier is going to be setting the standards for cozy games for years to come.
Assistance required on the corner of 5th and 24th Street. A gas station has exploded and we require immediate medical attention.
Received loud and clear. We're on our way. ETA approximately 5 minutes.
Ambulance Life, a paramedic simulator? Okay. What's this?
The crusade is about to overwhelm us. The crusade is on the rise. I have to warn everybody. We must keep them from reaching the Enclave at all costs. Lorelei, it's been an honor fighting by your side.
Likewise, my friend. But we'll make it out of here. That's a promise. Fate brought us here. We did not come by choice. The silence that devoured my home. Please, guiding star, send me a sign.
Why do they keep making these? And I guess you'll play them.
Lorelei of Erengard, they call me.
I'm so fucking tired of turn-based card games. Like, this is the lamest, most boring shit ever.
The crusade brings you a better future. Soon, there shall only be silence.
The void will
How many of these pieces of shit have we seen? Like 10?
The crusade.
Fucking stop it. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe
Firstborn,
I'm not.
Starborn.
Maybe
Even
I'm the
constructs,
minority.
Deep down,
but holy
we are
fuck,
all
man.
as one.
A vibrant blend of 4X management and card-based RTS battles, Songs of Silence releases in spring 2024. Next up on the Most Wanted Highway, a game that knows nothing beats a road trip. Just you, your car, the open road, and the interdimensional horrors bubbling forth from reality's cosmic wounds.
Number 6, Pacific Drive.
Oh, didn't I see this?
The Olympic Peninsula, the crown jewel of the Pacific Northwest.
Its unmatched views and quiet solitude offer everything you need in the most beautiful place on Earth.
There is no cause for alarm. Take shelter in the closest pocket of stability in your area, and please refrain from thoughts or memories of home.
The chain of events were in plain sight. Strange accidents leading to the government's claim of eminent domain and subsequent seizure of the peninsula. The evacuation of 100,000 people.
That's cool.
And the attempt and abject failure at containing the rumors that spread like wildfire.
10. It was hours before Arda came to extract us.
9. Some zone secrets are best left secret. 8. 7.
I don't even look up at the sky anymore.
6. Was she a myth, martyr, or monster?
5.
Nothing had more potential than limb technology.
4.
And look what it did to the Olympic Peninsula.
3, 2, 1.
I have the distinct honor to introduce to you the American people. A new scientific frontier with a raw power, the potential is limitless. On this day, we welcome our Faraday future.
It's okay. What else? Oh. I don't think you... What the fuck is this? Stealth. Gotcha, bitch. Why not just hit him? Ooh. That looked okay.
I just love that we're seeing smaller studios take a swing at Souls-like gameplay. Mortal Crux is coming soon to early access. Coming up, we're nearly at the top of our list. It's time for a second helping of Helldivers as the most wanted countdown continues.
Number 5.
Oh yeah, I saw this. This actually looked really good.
2. If there's one thing we value, it's interstellar combat with giant acid-belching insects, or as the fine soldiers of Super Earth call it, democracy. Now shooting in third person, the Helldivers redeploy for co-op, and our panel of experts can't wait to enlist.
Uh-huh.
Helldivers 2 arrives on PC for some co-op Starship Trooping on February 8, 2024. Now, we turn to the unholy rebirth of a 2009 strategy cult classic. When Hell's Throne sits empty, its greatest devils march to war in this stylishly sinister game of ungodly grand strategy. Here's the latest trailer for Solium Infernum.
Set in the bureaucratic nightmare of hell, Solium Infernum is a political strategy game like no other. The Prince of Darkness has vanished, and to ascend to the Dark Throne as ruler of hell, you must prove to the infernal conclave that you are the most powerful archfiend of all. Equip powerful relics and cast rituals that can turn the tide of battle. command legions, summon colossal titans, bribe minions, and attempt to outbid your fellow archfiends in the bazaar, Hell's blind auction house. You'd best learn the rules of Hell fast, and how to exploit them, archfiend. For it is malice and malevolence that win favor in Hell. Insult and extort your enemies, goading them into open warfare. Or worse, humiliation. Scheme in your sleep with asynchronous multiplayer, investing just a moment each day in games that can last for weeks. There are no loyalties here in the Abyss, and betrayal is the name of the game. Solium Infernum isn't called a friendship destruction simulator for nothing. Better to rule in hell than serve in heaven.
Jesus, man. Jesus. How many do you fucking need?
History is defined by moments when its greatest himbos collide. In January, the world will stand witness as Yakuza's very best boys unite for an ocean-spanning RPG adventure, and probably like some mahjong. Like a Dragon earned high marks from our voting crew. Let's see what Sega's got cooking.
Number 4, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth.
All right.
Lately, our old friend, the Seiryu clan's been acting mighty suspicious.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Asuka-san.
I'm sending you to Hawaii. There's someone there who wants to meet you.
Okay.
It's your mother, Akane-san.
What the hell's going on? Freeze. Kiryu-san? High time you met the head of the Barracudas. Name's Dwight.
Barracudas are after me. Akane-san. They're after her too, you know.
You seen this?
This is someone else. Yanja.
You trying to tell me there are Yakuza in Hawaii?
The head of Kazuma Kiryu. What better trophy than the head of a dragon?
I really, really need your help, like, right now. I'd take a bullet for a bud any day. Take cover! You can always turn a new leaf, but you can't turn back the clock. All you get is the precious time you're
I never
given.
played one of these games before.
You ready for this, Kasuga?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's do this.
Are these any good? Like actual gameplay, I mean? They're good? Alright. Decent enough.
You haven't missed your chance at our gaming PC giveaway. Follow the QR code on screen now and complete our viewership survey. Once you're done, you'll be in the running to win a custom AC Mirage PC created by the talented guys at Blue Horse Studios and boasting a Core i9-14900K CPU from the show's presenting sponsor, Intel. Hell yeah! Free computers. We're just a few games away from the #1 game in our countdown. And from showing you some exclusive gameplay footage I think you're going to like.
All right.
But first, here's another game from our wish list, Crown Wars: The Black Prince.
Let's see it.
War, your great passion.
Okay. Okay.
For it makes you blind to our ascension.
All right. This could look good.
We were here well before your kings, before your religions. We will be here after your empires. We are domination. We are power beyond imagination. We are blood, death, multitude. We are the terror that whispers in the dark. We are the chaos of all things and the order within chaos.
Okay, this is...
You may be many things, but we have hope.
Manage your forces for medieval tactics in Crown Wars: The Black Prince, coming March 2024.
Jesus Christ.
Sometimes PC gaming gives us games that empower us to make games. Our next studio visit is with the group behind Everywhere, an ambitious creation platform currently in development. Let's hear a little more about the big vision behind Everywhere.
That's cool. This game looks pretty good. It's Unreal 7, yeah. Build a rocket. Wait, what?
Hey, my name's Adam Whiting, Assistant Game Director here at Build Rocket Boy, and I'm working on Everywhere. So it's a world of creativity and exploration and discovery underpinned by really high quality systems that hopefully inspire the next generation of games creators and world builders.
Hi, my name's Leslie Benaziz. I am the game director of Everywhere and Mind's Eye, founder of Build a Rocket Boy. Everywhere is a place where players can tell their stories, where they can build their own world. There's shooting elements, there's driving elements, there's puzzles. Players can build UGC, take part in many different experiences, and they also play a AAA game called Mind's Eye.
This is kind of cool.
Tools, which we call Arcadia, they're a part of Everywhere, so you don't have to jump to a separate executable to trigger them.
It's the next Roblox?
Platform with UGC in mind, so it's inherent to the games.
Arcadia, I think, is a really wonderful suite of creation tools that we're using internally to build content within the platform. I think that's really important. If you're using one set of tools and then giving a lesser subset of that to players, they immediately realize the limitations of the toolset they've been given. Whereas you want everything that players play within Everywhere to serve as inspiration because they have the same tools that we use to build that experience.
So you could look at Utopia as the hub where you socialize. It's where you come into the games, meet up with your friends before you'd say.
Wait, isn't this kind of like Roblox, I think?
And your posse will like it.
It's a place that you arrive in within Everywhere, and then you can use it as like a launch pad, jump into any other type of experience.
Yeah, okay.
The open world of the biomes surrounding Utopia.
That's kind of cool.
You jump into the district buildings that curate specific
it's like a meta game.
Content, or you could jump into anything
maybe like a
metaverse,
metaverse,
portals, or if you invite some other players. But essentially, that's the kind of foundation that you use to kind of experience all these other interesting kind of facets and experiences.
The progression system of the game, the actual gameplay of Everywhere sits within the biomes, and then you've got these abstracted other areas which we call arcs, and they're pieces of UGC content that we build and our players will build, and they're held separately from the main world.
They're connected by virtue of the fact they're all part of this one ever-evolving, ever-changing world called Everywhere, and they're all connected, so using the same character and the same data to kind of traverse these different experiences, but they're not causally related or narratively related. You know, we were intentionally take a very light touch.
Why don't they just say like we're doing it like Roblox?
Players of agency, and they
so you look at what that is, and that's what we're doing.
Their own world building within this space, and we
like that
really
saves so much time
with it. And we really want to earnestly kind of move forward with them and help them build this world with us. If you were kind of able to take part in like a shared reality with other players of all different types, who had all different types of backgrounds and experiences and wants and needs, but they're all being fulfilled by the creative potential of one particular platform, I think that'd be a really exciting place to be.
What's the alpha? Okay.
The purpose of our alpha test, it's more of an infrastructure test.
The first people moving into this world are going to be able
I played
to
that in Chuck E. Cheese.
Allow us to do a lot of kind of testing of the back ends, all that kind of stuff. But they're also going to be kind of the intrepid explorers, the first into this brand new horizon, the first people to experience the tools and be able to build some really cool content with them. We're keen for everybody to get involved. You know, like I said, this is a game that's been built from the very beginning with people like you sat at home watching this video right now in mind. So I implore you, please come to everywhere.game, sign up for the alpha.
And we're very excited to hear player feedback.
Time for a new world. Let's build it together.
Okay.
We're closing in on number 1, but first, the follow-up to a roguelike with fittingly mythical acclaim.
Oh, okay. This could be good. Let me guess. Hades? Yeah.
Number 3, Hades 2.
That's what I thought. Maybe we'll see a bit more of this.
After 3 years, and who knows how many deaths, we still can't get enough Hades. And apparently neither can its developers. In Supergiant's first sequel, Hades is imprisoned and the Titan of Time is loose. You're a witchcraft-wielding princess of the underworld striking out against the forces of Kronos. It's really something to imagine how Hades 2 could build on the slowly unfolding storytelling and elegant design of the first game.
I played Hades, the first one, a lot. It was pretty good. Ooh, Starfield. You guys remember that game? Who here remembers Starfield? Yeah. What's this? Guess this is a game, or... Wow, he got over it. The Taboo Artist? Oh, I've seen those on DeviantArt. Oh, like the first boss in Super Mario World. I've seen that, yeah. You jump on him, it goes off the edge. Looks good. Yeah, it looks okay. Yeah, it doesn't look awful, I guess.
You know, we don't think of the PC as the birthplace of platformers, but we continue to see outstanding 2D and 3D platformers release each year.
Okay, alright.
Nice. Okay, Elden Ringers. However many boss kills you've got under your belt, the greatest test for every Tarnished is, well, it's Millennia.
You're not gonna show the DLC, right?
And by God, FromSoft, haven't we been tested enough? Torrent needs his exercise.
There's no way.
As we scratch at the locked door of the lands between for details, let's hear from some of our voters about what they're expecting from this expansion.
No way.
Number 2, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erd Tree.
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it until I see it.
I'm extremely excited about the Elden Ring DLC, Shadow of the Erd Tree. Personally, I'm hoping that they will introduce a new vast area to explore that gives you that same magical feeling as exploring Limgrave for the first time. Just something new and exciting around every corner, pretty much. In terms of boss fights, I'm hoping there will be bosses that are even harder than the base game. If we go back to previous From Software games, typically we've seen that the best and the hardest bosses are in the DLCs.
Yeah, that's always been true.
Some examples would be Midir, Gale, Orphan of Kos, Sister Fried, Manus, I would definitely say. It would be thrilling to see if they could come up with a boss that's even more difficult than Millennia. Story-wise, I think we'll get a greater understanding into Millennia's brother Mikola.
Yeah, I think so.
Very much hinted and talked about in the main game.
Yeah, of course.
All in all, they can't release this DLC soon enough.
Okay, it's gonna be out in 2 years.
One final RPG.
See, I fucking knew it. I told you guys they weren't gonna say it. I knew it.
We saw this studio right at the beginning of the show with horror
games
The Deep, but they're also working on the second coming of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
What's this?
Tell me, Willem, what rumors have you heard about me?
That you were there in Cairo. They called you the Slayer.
And what will I be to you, Willem? And to this lonely, forgotten warehouse?
Okay. Okay. That's cool. That's kind of cool.
You're exactly what he said you'd be. I guess that makes it easier.
Makes what easier?
What happens next?
Okay, cool. It was decent enough.
Before we find out which game tops our most wanted list, let's recap the top 25 so far.
All right, let's see them.
Still wait.
This one looked okay.
Sword of the Sea.
That was decent.
Holston.
Yeah, it was okay.
Persona 3.
Don't care.
Harold Hallett.
Interesting.
Star Wars Outlaws.
Wow.
Skate Story.
I wish I was 14.
Menace.
Nobody cares.
Avowed.
Kind of cool.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Very excited.
Frostpunk 2.
Don't give a fuck.
Gloomwood.
What? I forgot even what that was.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Wait, what?
Tekken 8. Hollow Knight, Silk Song.
Oh yeah, I was excited about this one.
Marathon.
Very excited about this one.
Path of Exile 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Homeworld 3. Haunted Chocolatier.
No.
Pacific Drive.
Seems boring.
Helldivers 2.
Very cool.
Like a Dragon. Infinite
Decent.
Wealth. Hades 2.
Excited.
Elden Ring. Shadow of the
I mean, like,
Erdtree.
did you? But I mean, what was that really?
We've ranked 24 of our 25 most wanted
All right,
games,
what's number
each
one?
capturing a different piece of our fascination.
We missed
We've
GTA.
had meditative sword surfing, demonic skateboarding, eldritch road tripping. Whether it's the
All right, what's the
three-dimensional
main game?
space strategy of Homeworld 3 or the ever-expanding universe of build crafting and Path of Exile
It's gonna
2,
be Half-Life 3?
the most wanted represents the games we can't help but hunger for. But for our panel of experts, one game more than any other had a clear hold on our hopes. This game received the highest voting total from our panel of critics, developers, and content creators. It's the long-awaited return of a series that found wonder in jammed firearms and crackling Geiger counters, striking a balance between lethal tension
BioShock?
and dystopic beauty that's never quite been matched. But also, this
Fallout?
game is a testament to developer fortitude. This is a project that's weathered wartime, including office relocations and most recently, a severe studio fire.
Ooh.
Here is our most wanted game.
Let's see it. What is it?
Number 1.
Stalker 2.
Stalker 2. Heart of Cornoble.
Hello everyone. I'm Yevgen, the CEO of GC Game World and the game director of Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. Recording this video feels almost surreal as I accept the award for the most anticipated PC game. Being here proves that several elements much larger than myself aligned for this moment to happen. Firstly, it's about you, our fans. Many years ago, when the journey we had planned concluded, you refused to leave the zone. You enriched it with stories, love, and life, ensuring that legacy continues through the years. You've shown us that there are still goals to achieve and stories to tell. Your passion has guided us throughout this journey, and I can never express enough gratitude for that.
Okay.
I consider this award a symbol of your unbreakable trust. Secondly, it's about the journey itself.
Like classic WoW.
This path was extraordinary, marked by dedication, passion, and commitment from everyone involved to deliver an unforgettable experience. I feel blessed to lead a team like this, and I dedicate this award to those talented individuals. Stalker 2 stands as the biggest and most complex game in our lives. It was ambitious from the beginning, but evolved into an ultimate challenge. It holds extreme significance and a deeply personal connection for us, crafted amidst the most stressful conditions imaginable, including the pandemic, war, relocation, cyber attacks, life threats, and more.
Ooh.
Additionally, it's about the legacy. Stalker began as a PC franchise and has always been loyal to the PC community. Receiving this award at the PC Gaming Show feels like a confirmation that we will remain true to our vision and roots. This holds extra significance for me. I understand that discussing somber topics during a gaming show might not be ideal, but I'll take this opportunity to address the situation in my homeland.
I guess they're from like
war
Ukraine.
Still goes on in Ukraine. Those currently fighting on the front lines, including GC employees, are real heroes. Not all of them were trained for this. They simply couldn't turn away.
Oh, I
Stalker
remember
2
seeing
was
this
important
before.
for us even before the war. but now it stands as a national product, aiming to convey Ukraine's unbreakable spirit to the world. Today, we celebrate our victory here, while simultaneously striving for our homeland's ultimate triumph in the future. I am overwhelmed with the joy to recognize that Stalker 2 entered the final phase of development. Fellow Stalkers will soon reunite in the zone once again. Thank you all for this award. I assure you it holds far more meaning than I can express in a foreign language. Now, I want to show you the story trailer we have prepared for this occasion.
Okay, here we go. Let's see it.
Please enjoy.
All right.
You asked me about my good luck charm. Remember? It's an empty shell.
Decided to play soldier? With me? Dimitri and I were just discussing a certain puzzle we found in the zone. But we can't quite seem to get all the pieces to fit. Maybe you can figure it out.
Oh. It's just a bunch of bald guys yelling at you. This is the whole game.
Used to be puppets.
I took just one awkward step, and my whole world plunged into darkness.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Strider.
That was the day the perceived fields were turned off. Suddenly, the voice of Monolith was gone.
Oh, got him.
I felt as if I was awakening from a years-long coma. And through the scope, we saw the body of an unknown soldier fall.
Well, get his ass.
We had a simple choice. Sit back and just wait for another super emission, or take a chance and get control of the anomalous energy.
Only I didn't choose that path. Unlike you.
Okay. That's crazy.
Thank you for joining us in counting down the PC gaming show Most Wanted. And thanks as well to our sponsors at Intel for helping us put on this broadcast. And remember, all the games featured in today's show can be found on the PC Gaming Show Steam page at pcgamer.com/wishlist. The Most Wanted list will continue in 2024. The overflowing bounty of PC gaming does not quit, and neither will our judges. But before then, we'll see you back here in June 2024 when the PC Gaming Show returns. If I can find my way out of this bunker. They've locked me in and I think they're about to turn the lights out. Thank you again for watching.
Good one. All right. I think they do kind of like a bad job like managing expectations whenever you make the top game that you're going to say is the most anticipated. Like it's not even in the top 10. It's just weird to have like the main game that they led everything up. Like I don't know. I think it's just like it's like a managing expectations type situation.